Alrighty, here is the video for the Battle Shell Ninja Turtle Mutations figures. And I'm sure you're asking, well, what makes them Battle Shell Mutations? Well, let me show you something! Because this is how they work. Basically, you see them here, they've got their shells on, and they're wearing like some kind of techie jumpsuits underneath it. And how it works is all their shells can come off. You can swap them around. You just split it, like you squeeze together like that. It comes off. And underneath, they each have their little letter and a techie jumpsuit. And it looks like they have shells molded into the back of these, or at least some sort of spinal support, which is good, because otherwise, if you took their shell off, they would just die, because their spine and their nervous system is all in their shell. So it's a good thing they're mutants and not, you know, teenage, shellless, middle-aged regular turtles, or they would be dead. But you can pop all their shells off, slim them up. Wish I could do this after I eat pizza. Just take off the suit, be skinny again, wear a jumpsuit. But you pop them all off. You can swap their shells. You can have Donatello wearing Michelangelo's shell. That seems a little morbid and weird to me, but it's possible. So yeah, you can pop all their shells, and they just squeeze right off. And again, then you got little posable figures in their jumpsuits. It looks like they all have the same basic body type. Their arms, they've got a universal joint there at the arm. They've got the ball jointed heads. They've got a hinge and swivel at the elbow. They've got a rotational joint and a hinge joint at the hip, and that's it. There's no knee posability, which kind of makes sense for the second half of this, just to support them. But yeah, so they've got. They can trim down. They can be your fighting team there. Go kill some pixels or something. But each one of them comes with their very own tech pack flying drone. And like obviously here's Donatello since it's purple. And again, you can mix and match them. If you want to have Michelangelo wear Donatello's tech pack, you can clip it on. Yeah, helps if the arms are straight down the side. Snap it together. Donatello's is very finicky for some reason about snapping together when on a turtle. But yeah, so you can swap them around, but I'm going to attach them to their respective turtles. So Donatello, just kind of clip it around, snap it together, fold the arms down. Come on, Donatello. And then the back piece folds down. You can flip this up to have them in flight mode, in their armored mode, but this folds down. And Donatello was the smart one. He actually included a targeting reticule for his tech pack. Most of them are a lot more solid than that. For some, there must be like a piece of plastic or something that just doesn't sit right, because it closes just fine when it's not on Donatello or a turtle. It's just for some reason when it's on Donatello, it doesn't want to stay closed. So yeah, we'll go ahead and get these guys all armored up. Here's Mikey's little drone thing. They kind of look like Terminator hunter killers. And I kind of wish the arms are posable. You can stick those out to the side if you prefer. I wish, if anything, that these front chest pieces were on a hinge up here so you could kind of fold them back and flat up against the bottom of the drone. But there it is. Yeah, but like I said, kind of look like Terminator machines. Put on Mikey's. Clasp it closed. Pop his arms down, and it kind of gives them like mech suits. They can use their weapons. Now, I wish like this one has a peg. One of them has like some little tabs. It would have been nice if you could have like tabbed these into the arms somehow, but whatever. And they each got unique little weapons in there, and we'll talk about those in a minute. Here's Leonardo's. It's got some wings on it. So I'll go ahead and clip him in. You're clearly getting the gist of it by now. Bring the arms down. And then fold the piece on the back up. And then, of course, Raphael. His looks the most like a Terminator hunter killer, but which kind of makes sense for Raphael. But yeah, clip it together. Bring the arms down. Fold the jetpack down, and there they are. There's the turtles all armored up. Like I said, they each have unique weapons in their things. Mikey's kind of got like a double Gatling gun on one side and a Gatling gun on the other. Donatello has a missile and a capture claw. Leonardo has just a couple of missiles, and Raphael has a couple of like what appear to be bludgeoning devices. But on each one, the right arm has a spring-loaded weapon which of dubious functionality. There is a spring in there. I guess it kind of launches it with a little more force than flick fire. The other one is just a flick fire weapon. There's no spring on one side. I don't know why they made one spring loaded and one not, or just left them all flick fire, or made them both spring loaded. But their decision. Also, if you want to deploy the weapons in battle shell mode, there's 2 buttons on the side of each backpack up here on top. So you just push those down, and the weapons spring up to deploy in shell mode. And again, it's like that on all of them. They each have one spring loaded side. It's always the right arm. Right arm is spring loaded. Left arm is not. Donatello, pop up. And then, of course, Mikey. Ching, ching. Rotate them forward. So you've got some Tech Pack Mutations figures. I guess the mutation is just that they're skinnier under their shells, because, I mean, they're not really mutating, they're just putting on Tech Packs. And like I said, you can swap them back and forth between any of the figures. Any of the turtles can wear any of the other ones' Tech Pack. The colors won't match, but who cares? And then, of course, again, the shells just kind of sit off to the side. Empty, hollow husks. Or you can pretend, I guess, they were hiding. They were sucked up into their shells. But, but yeah. They just look cool on the shelf. They're like, I found them at Target tonight. They're $12.99 each. So it's up to you if you want to get them. They were kind of an impulse purchase. I was going to get the Transformers deployers that I knew they had there, and I saw them on the shelf. They had all 4 of them, so I kind of impulse bought them. They're cool little figures. I like the gimmick. I like the cool little Tech Packs. I like the little battle mech suits. I think the removing the shells is a little weird, but hey, they're teenage, they're mutant, they're ninja, and they're turtles. So it was already a little bit of a, I don't want to say sketchy premise, but it wasn't a normal situation to begin with. So I guess now they're all wearing mech suits. I mean, Donnie's got plenty of experience, because it seems like in every timeline he gets killed and turned into a robot. So this must be like second nature to him. Maybe that's why he has the targeting reticule. He learned from experience of having his body just mutilated and having to live in a robot body forever. Okay, I'm entertaining myself way more. It's been a long day. Niblet was in the work with me last night, and we were stayed up and we're a lot more active than usual last night. And then she had a friend come over for a sleepover tonight, so they're doing that at home right now. And it's just been a very energetic day, so I'm a little bit more worn down. Anyway, that's more about my personal life than you need to know. What you do need to know is these are cool Ninja Turtles. They're $13 at Target. Actually, they'll probably be $13 wherever you find them. They've been showing up in Targets. That's where I found mine. And they're pretty cool looking turtle figures.